Well, the last couple of days, I've had a bit of a wobble, or the last week really. Yesterday, it all came out finally. I cried, I sobbed, you know, losing my job, losing my flat, losing my mum, losing my girlfriend, losing the business, losing my brother-in-law. And the straw that broke the camel's back was learning that my old dog Alfie, Drew's got him now, that we got to find him a new home. And it broke me. It broke me. I couldn't help it. I cried. I sobbed. Just everything else that had happened, but just like the thought of that poor little boy who's like had a real, the start of his life was a bit shitty, from home to home to home. Then me and Drew had him, and I can't remember. I think we had him about 2 years at Portview, and he's just been with Drew and Amber, a major. But he's a little bit snappy around the babies, jealousy probably, and it's a risk that you can't take because he can be a bit snappy anyway. But no, it broke me. I went to see him and I got in and just did nothing. I'd done nothing all day anyway. I hadn't really wanted to go out. And today, exactly the same. I was just, I couldn't motivate myself to do anything. And I even considered calling the Samaritans, not because suicidal or anything, just because I needed someone to talk to. So, but what I did was I messaged an old friend, and she's been amazing, and her story is just like, wow. You just think someone who can have the strength to survive what she's survived, and then to have the love to give you advice is just, it's heartwarming. And she sent me this lovely message back, and it's not just that, like, oh, you'll be all right, chin up, old son, anything like that. Just insight and just speaking from her own past. Yeah, and that made me get up off my ass, and I went out for a walk, and I went down to the beach, fucked me knee up. It's about just on, it's only about a mile or there and back, but I did it, and it did make me feel much, much better. I'm not out of the slump yet. I still spent all evening watching telly. I've watched all day long. I've been in just watching films and difficult. I've been catching up with Cold Feet. Bit of a mistake, really, because there's so many emotional affairs going on there. Breakups, breast cancer, we've got into it now, abortion, just all emotional family bits and pieces. So it's been difficult, but feeling strong again. I was going to message Lindsay just to tell her how much I missed her. But in the back of my mind, I knew that was wrong. And not only that, it would have been a little bit probing, wanting to hear her say, I miss you too, which would be lovely. But if it didn't happen, I would be just absolutely set back. It's a bit of a stalemate, really, because I think that if she's thinking that, she probably wouldn't contact me because she thinks that she's hurt me deeply, and I'm sensitive, and I probably would never go back with her. there will come a point in time where I won't think about her and I wouldn't consider going back. But now it's still raw, and if I think about it yeah, you just go through the whole gamut of emotions, and you think about what you could have said. You should have said this, and was it true love? I think so. So you have all these arguments. Well, if it is that, is she worth fighting for? But no, she obviously thought that something wasn't right there, and that's the way it has to be. Just because I thought it was a match made in heaven does not mean that she has to feel the same. It's not a movie, it's not other people's relationships. We're two different people. So I've got a battle on, and it is 2 months now, and well, getting on for 2 months, the end of August, September, yeah. So it's been a while, and there's still a long way to go. There is, but I feel stronger again today. I'm a long way off. I really am a long way off, but I've got to get myself back where I was. The meditation, I'm still eating well, but just the temptation just to go and get chocolate is there. But you just have to remind yourself about where you want to be and to not give up. Do not give up. You may not be that strong every day, but the days you are strong, you'll plow on, and the days you aren't strong, don't give up. You don't have to battle on, but just don't give up. You can't fight every day, okay? It's one day at a time, okay? You have good days, you have bad days. Slowly, 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 the good days overtake the bad days till eventually the bad days go. I've been here before, and I know other people have been here before. This time is worse because there's a lot more going on, beside for the breakup. So it's a culmination, but maybe it's because I haven't got responsibilities, I haven't got the job, that it has been a bit hard. I haven't had that focus. I wish I did. I really did. But I know I'll get back there, but it's not going to be overnight. And it's not. I would build myself up strong. So if you're watching this, who's ever watching it, just don't feel sorry for me. Please don't feel sorry for me. If anything, just give me inspiration. Tell me your stories. Tell me how you're overcoming hardship, suffering, whatever. Words of encouragement, but not those my thoughts and prayers are with you. Nothing like that. Honestly, you tell me that you've overcome something, and all the people I talk to are people I know who have been through what I'm going through more recently than me, and they are there. They're through it, not all the way, some of them, but yeah, and they do inspire me. They do. They've got through it, and I always know that you will, and things will be all right in the end. But sometimes those words just don't quite mean it, or they mean it, but it's not an instant fix. It'll be all right in the end. Time is the great healer. So that gives you hope to know there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you carry on towards it. It's not overnight, unfortunately. But love can hurt. It can. When it goes wrong, it can hurt. And I will love. I will always love. I'm a lover and I'm a fighter. Well, yeah, I will fall in love again. And will I be careful next time? Probably not. I believe in true love. I do. I believe in that love, and I want that love. if it exists. Does it exist? Let's have a look at that. Okay. But yeah, I've decided I want to go for some counseling, some psychotherapy, whatever, just to make me look at myself again, to help myself work through this. All right, that's enough. I'm off to bed now. Okay. Good night, everybody.